What's going on, Show Nation? It's Movie with Movie Gaming TV, and in today's gameplay, we have 98 overall Louis Tiant on the line. He is the top reward in the MOONSHOT event. He is a 98 overall knuckleballing pitcher with great per 9, so I thought I would bring you guys some gameplay footage today and do a little bit of commentary. As always, the commentary, it's not exactly play-by-play of what's going on in the game. This is just like kind of a venue for me to share my baseball opinions, and I do want to talk about the Royals and Dodgers from yesterday and the day before. Yesterday on stream, I was recording this footage, and it was really awesome because we got to watch the game with like a lot of Royals fans, like a lot of Dodgers fans. So be sure to hit that subscription button and that notification bell so that you can see all the live streams. I live stream on Twitch and YouTube simultaneously using something known as Restream.io. So if you hit that subscription button and notification bell, you will always be informed of the stream going down, and you will see all the videos in your subscription feed. So let me talk first a little bit about the team I used. The team I used was kind of a fun team. I went and got Finnegan, Amir Garrett. I had Chris Young because he's really tall, Tim Lincecum, and one guy you really need on your events team no matter what is you need Eddie Gamboa, the knuckleballer. You need to go get him, those guys out of the market. The main pitchers I used were Pat Venditti, Gaylord Perry was really good as well. Those guys were pretty much the two guys that I utilized out of my bullpen the most, and we were able to roll Eddie Gamboa. There you can see I got two Mike Trouts, but it's really just Mike Trout and Pepe Alazar. Pepe Alazar I was able to utilize on this run as well. It's kind of funny, I used Hosmer and I used Mike Moustakas. I actually had George Brett on the bench and I still played the Moose. I used the 92 Gary Sanchez because someone in the stream is like, yo, can you check out Gary Sanchez? I want to see how he's doing. So I was like, sure dude, I'll put him in the lineup, no problem. So I decided to do that. But I want to kind of give you guys some of my thoughts on the Royals and Dodgers series. Now the game on Friday was another really good game. It was a 4-1 win for the Dodgers. I didn't think the umpiring was very good in that game. The Royals, they just couldn't get some runs home. Yasiel Puig had a big home run for the Dodgers to kind of make it a 3-1 game. It ended up being a 4-1 win for the Dodgers. But yesterday's game, the Dodgers got up to a 3-0 lead. The Royals came back and made it 3-3, had the bases loaded, and they could not get a run. There was a pitch about 4 or 5 inches outside that the umpire decided to call a strike 3 on Lorenzo Cain with. Kane was not happy about that at all. And then next up was Hosmer, and Hosmer could not get the run home either. And in the next inning, Lorenzo Cain got up in the home plate umpire's face, and this is kind of out of character for Lorenzo Cain because he's usually like super chill, but he was pissed, man. He was up in the umpire's face. He was like yelling and screaming about that strike 3 call. Salvi ended up trying to like hold him back, but the umpire had enough and he kicked Kane out of the game. They moved Whit Merrifield to left field. They put in Torres so they could keep Soler as a pinch hitter. And then in the 8th inning, Salvador Perez hits a bomb to make the Royals go up 4-3. They bring in Joakim Soria. Bellinger comes in the bottom half of the 8th inning, and Bellinger hits a home run to tie up the game. And then the game ends up going to extra innings. Hosmer leads off, hits a routine ground ball to Seager. It goes right under Seager's glove. Seager played it really lackadaisical. Like when you look at his footwork was bad. He wasn't it just basically is plainly as you can put it. He just like did not put maximum effort into it. It went right under his glove, and Hosmer was on second, and the Royals just could not get him home. Perez struck out. Moustakas hit one deep to the left field corner, and Taylor made a nice play on it. And then the Royals could just not get in Eric Hosmer. from second base. And then in the next inning, they brought in Scott Alexander, who's actually on my events team. And in the game, Scott Alexander is not like he is in real life. Scott Alexander basically throws a sinker like every single pitch in real life. Like almost every single pitch Scott Alexander throws is a sinker, but he was not in the game. He doesn't even have a sinker for whatever reason. I don't know what it is. He's a common card. I know it's not high on their priority list to get the pitches right for a common card. It just happens sometimes that the pitches that people have in real life, they don't have in the game. So Scott Alexander proceeded to walk Chase Utley. Utley still second base. Then he walked Corey Seager. Then Justin Turner almost ended the game on a line shot down the left field line. But then he walked Justin Turner. And then Ned went to Kelvin Herrera. And it was a 3-2 count on Bellinger. Herrera shook off Drew Butera twice and decided to throw a changeup on 3-2, and it went wide for a ball. And so the Dodgers got 4 walks to win the game yesterday. And it was so frustrating. The umpire was terrible in the last inning, I thought as well. Just not calling strikes, but if you start screaming at the umpire's not going to give you calls. But I thought in both of Friday's game and Saturday's game, they were awful behind the plate. The balls and strikes were just badly called. So that really was very frustrating. It was nice to see the Dodgers, because in the last video, you guys have known my World Series prediction. It actually is Royals versus Dodgers. I think the Royals can beat all the teams in the AL, but that Dodgers team is complete, man. It really is complete. You know, Grandal, he's a gold. He actually had a rough game, had some pass balls yesterday, and did not hit well. He actually slammed his bat so hard on the ground that his bat broke. But they have Bellinger, they have Utley, it's crazy, man. Chase Utley is still good at 39 years old, like still stealing a base in a critical situation last night. Then they have Seager. I know he made a bad play, but Seager's one of the best players in the league. He's amazing. He's actually just absolutely amazing in MLB The Show as well. He's an absolute beast. Then you have Turner at third. Turner's hitting like 380, which is just incredible. You have Taylor out left field. One of the more underrated players in the MLB right now that people don't know about. And if you're not like a Dodger fan or AL West fan or just crazy baseball fan, I don't think a lot of people know about Taylor in left field. He's hitting third for them right now. And the announcers were actually talking about on Friday how they took Justin Turner out to keep Taylor in for whatever reason, which I think that's kind of a stretch. But still, like, he's really good. His swing kind of reminds me of Miguel Sano's, kind of like a little open stance. But Taylor's really good. Jock Peterson hit a bomb yesterday for the Dodgers in the Saturday game, and the guy made an incredible throw to get someone out at home plate. I can't remember exactly who it was, but he had a great throw. Like, he was going over to his right. He threw an absolute dart to the plate. Just a beautiful play. There was another like hit that Alcides Escobar had that I thought for sure was a double. Jock comes over, slides, gets up quickly, makes a throw in second base. He made another really nice catch at the wall, where he was kind of like shifted towards the right. Towards right field, went back at an angle the other way into the left field gap, and made a nice catch at the wall. He also almost robbed Salvador Perez his home run. I mean, he was 6 inches away from making that play. So Jock Peterson, man, like one thing I'd never really noticed is how good of a fielder that guy is until I watched that game yesterday. He is a really good center fielder. And then in right field, the Dodgers had Puig. So Puig's one of the more underrated players in the game. He has issues, I think, with focus, but when he is focused, he's just unbelievable. Like, his raw talent is crazy. He has an unbelievable arm, too. Like, multiple times in those games, I thought the Royals had easy doubles where he's kind of, like, off balance, going one direction or another with his feet, trying to get a ball, like, in the corner, right field corner or something like that, and he just throws the ball like Bo Jackson or something, man. He's got an unbelievable cannon throwing it into second base. So that team, and then Kenley Jansen. Like, what else can you say about Kenley Jansen, man? Kenley Jansen is unhittable this year. That's going to be a huge weapon for them in the postseason. I don't know if he's going to pitch today. I'd like to be able to stream later today during the game because it is so much fun to watch the game with other Royals fans. I don't even mind at all if Dodgers fans are in there as well. That just makes it all the more fun when the opposing fans are in there, or just fans of baseball in general, so we can all watch the game together. And I might go for play some more events today. I'm not exactly sure, but I'd like to do that if I can do that. I can't promise you that I will be streaming today, but I mean, just in the future, I love streaming while the game's on, so we can kind of watch the game as I'm playing MLB. But just an incredible game. Like I was gonna say though, the Dodgers are really complete. They got Alex Wood. Has anybody looked at Alex Wood's stats this year? Like 10-0 with a sub-2 ERA. Like, goodness gracious, man. Dodgers have the best pitching in the National League statistically by a lot of measures, and I think a lot of it has to do with Jansen's dominance. They brought in like Josh Fields. They brought in some Stripling guy. They have some guys like Baez. They have guys that can throw gas in that pen. So it's a big advantage for them. So, I mean, it was pretty fun watching the game yesterday. I cannot wait to see Duffy and Kershaw today. There's a lot of pressure on Duffy to stop the losing streak. If the Royals can get out of it today, beating Kershaw, I think it'll be a pretty successful series in the sense that if they lose to Kershaw, it's going to be a really, really bad series. But at least if they can beat Kershaw somehow today, and I looked it up, man, the Dodgers are 38-11 at home with a huge run differential. It's going to be really tough today to get that done. They're gonna have to somehow, like, it seems like one of these games where the Royals are gonna have to win like 3-1. It was unfortunate to see Soria give up that home run to Bellinger. He's been very good this season. He just didn't have it. He threw a low and outside changeup to Bellinger that Bellinger just smashed over the wall. It was a great swing. It's gonna be really interesting to see how he does in the home run derby. I think in the home run derby, you know, you're gonna have, I think Stanton's got to be the favorite. Like, I voted in the game. You can vote for who you think is gonna win the AL All-Star game, who you think is gonna win the home run derby. And dear MLB The Show, could you please put that back in for the playoffs? Like, that would be awesome to have in the playoffs, so we can not bet, that's the wrong way to put it, but we have the chance to get stuff for the MLB playoffs, so we can pick the series and stuff like that. I love that kind of stuff. They used to do that in Madden. In fact, they probably still do that in Madden, where you can like say who's gonna win the Monday night game and stuff like that, and get rewards based on that. I love that kind of stuff for these game modes. I think that's really awesome. So that's really cool that they put that in. But for the MLB home run derby, I mean, you got Judge, you got Bellinger. I think Moustakas has a better chance than people think because he's got a really compact swing. He was really cold yesterday. I think he was like 0 for 5. After he was really good on Friday, he smashed a double down the right field line. So hopefully he can do something versus Kershaw today. It actually wouldn't even surprise me if they don't play Moose today. Maybe they won't. Maybe they will. Sometimes they give him a day off versus lefties. He got a lot of home runs. He actually hasn't played like anything like Escobar, where he plays like every single game, or like Hosmer almost plays like every single game. By the way, in the gameplay, we did end up getting a first win there. So the next game here, this game that I'm about to show you guys, Louis Tiant will be on the line, and it is this was an incredible game. I loved how this game went. So just a side note that we're at 11 wins and we'll be going for the 12th win. I just wanted to bring you like another gameplay to kind of give it more of a story arc. So we have Chris Young on the hill. We're going up against the Dominican Republic, De La Rosa. And basically also, when you're this far in events, you're going to be playing against someone that's really good too, that like, we're both right here. Like, this is both the final, pretty much the final game for both of us. So you're always going to be playing somebody like really good at the end. Going to Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. But back to the home run derby. One thing I don't know, I think Stanton, man, like Stanton has to be the favorite. I know Judge has had a great year. You know I love Moustakas. That's who I'm rooting for. Bellinger has the guy's an absolute beast. Sanchez has a lot of power, so you don't ever want to like count him out. But I mean, Stanton in Miami, his home ballpark, he's got to be the definite favorite. Judge's body type to me looks a lot like Stanton. Somebody asked me if I thought Aaron Judge was doing steroids or anything like that, and I saw Danny Duffy tweet out. He's been like all over Twitter this season. Like, he's on Twitter like crazy. He's tweeting out like crazy this year. And he said he's already had 13 drug tests by the MLB, and he was comparing himself to Gumby, which is like an old cartoon clay character or something like that. Like, basically Gumby is not like very strong, and if Danny Duffy is getting drug tested 13 times, I bet Aaron Judge has been drug tested like 30 times, you know what I'm saying? So I do not think Judge is using steroids, but Judge and Stanton, especially Stanton, those guys do look like kind of the bodybuilding era of the steroid era. They look like brick shit houses that could play in the NFL. So I think Stanton's got probably the best shot. I think that's probably who will win it in his home state of Miami. I'm kind of interested. I need to really look at the AL and NL lineups. I picked the AL because I want the AL to win, because I rep the American League with the Royals. But Terry Francona, man, get well soon, Terry Francona. He had a surgery. Something was not going well with him, and so it's really good that he got that surgery, and he's going to be back soon to manage the Indians. So they're going to bring out Brad Mills which is the Indians bench coach, to coach the AL. So I think that's actually kind of a disadvantage for the AL, because I don't know, man, like, it's just, I don't know how much of an advantage or disadvantage the manager is, like, just like in general, but also in the All-Star game. But I just kind of feel like maybe it would have been better if Francona was there and Joe Maddon was there. The NL as a whole seems a little bit better. You know, you have the Dodgers and the Nationals, which are probably better than the Dodgers. Definitely are better than any team in the AL. I think they're better than the Astros, and they're also they're young outside of Utley. Utley's the old man on that team. But back to the gameplay for a second, man. Like, I had to be super duper patient versus this guy, which is extremely key. And also, somebody said in the stream chat, they said, "Move your gripping real hard," which is to say that I am, you know, like, gritting my teeth and really stressed out. And like, I don't know if that's. I wasn't like super stressed out, but like, you don't want to be pressing or over pressured. You just want to relax and play it like every other game that you played so far on the run. So that was a very helpful. I think you know who you are who told me that. His name is like Awkward or something like that. But that was really important. So I mean, this guy was just trying to get me to chase, because if I chase and I swing it, like, you can sometimes get base hits on pitches outside the zone, but you rarely get the angle, and it rarely pays off in this game, because this game, once you get there to swing it strikes. So that was a huge play right there. I mean, just an unbelievable play by my opponent. I could not believe that I got out there. That really sucked. But who do you guys think is going to win, the American League or the National League? I need to like look at more at the rosters. I'll probably do that before the game starts, because I'd like in the next commentary that I drop, because you know, maybe I can help you guys make a pick. I'm just going with the AL blindly right now. The rosters are always going to be a little bit different because of how the fans vote and stuff like that. You know, like, the fans are going to vote. It's going to be a little bit different than necessarily like the best players that are in there. And trust me, I know that as a Royals fan, because the Royals fans, they came out in full force in the past. So I'm pitching with Chris Young here. He's just really, really tall. I used to use him in MLB 15. I'm so glad that pitch, it went foul. I'm just so glad that pitch went foul. That could have been real big. Just trying to throw some sliders with him. Just trying to throw kind of outside the zone. Kind of the same as my opponent was, especially right there on 0-2. That was actually a really dangerous pitch. It just kind of caught him off guard. That can be a really dangerous spot that I just threw there. But it was really tense. So Kershaw on the hill today, man. The Royals, I think, have had a little bit of success versus Kershaw in the past. So if we can beat them somehow. We're going up against a team that's 38-11 at home. The best pitcher of a generation, a Hall of Famer in my opinion, in Clayton Kershaw. It's going to be really interesting today. Danny Duffy has his work cut out for him. Like, this is a day where Duffy has to give up no runs. Like, he maybe won, but he's got to go punch for punch, blow for blow, worth Kershaw today to get it done. One thing I wanted to talk about also was shout out to Cougs, Healy, Clutch Silver, and shout out to Quashtag Gaming for there's going to be this thing for MLB The Show called the Show Showdown. It's going to be an entertainment event where I think they're going to play like a couple 3-inning games on San Diego Studios channel, and there's a lot of stuff going on Twitter yesterday. I just want to release a statement for myself. Like, guys, I really personally I support like anybody that creates content for MLB The Show. I don't have any enemies in the MLB The Show community. I support everybody for that. I know a lot of people are saying that I should possibly be in there, and I really appreciate you guys' support. But it really, honestly, that it wouldn't have really been like, I would have probably thought about doing it, but I don't know. But at the end of the day, guys, like, I'm just really happy for the people that they picked, and they have my full and total support, and I hope that they have like a really good time and they put on a good, entertaining stream for us and help to grow the game. The reason I support like anybody that does MLB The Show content is because basically the more people that put out content for the game and like to do videos and stuff like that, that helps me grow with my channel because they spread the word of the game. So I'm really happy for those guys. They put in a lot of work and a lot of hard work. I hadn't released a statement on it, and I wanted to say something before it like blows over and like we're thinking about something else in 2 days, because that's kind of how the world works now. It's like things are a really big deal for like a day or two, but then like there's more stuff that's a big deal like the next couple days. So I just wanted to put that out there. Congratulations to those guys. I'm pretty much good friends with everybody, I feel like, in the MLB community. So I just like, that's the one thing we always have in common as an MLB community is we all love the game. We all love baseball. Like, when you break it down and get real simple about it, that's what matters. And my boy Moose with George Brett on the bench, Moose comes through with that go-ahead home run. Moose, that big hit. But yeah, man, on a serious level, like, I was thinking about it too, like, without streams and without our community, like, kind of like being together, like, this game could be like a really singular experience. Like, if you're not making videos or people aren't streaming, like, there's nothing better than being in a stream and you're playing the game with somebody streaming. It kind of gives it, like, until we get like a sandbox type of thing, like a multiplayer, and I'm sorry, I just hit the table with my hand. Until we get like a sandbox multiplayer experience, like, we have to, as a community, have like streams. We have to make videos, so we have ways to branch out and kind of communicate with each other as a whole. It makes it more fun when people are like typing in the chat, you know, like, oh, I just like got this card, or oh, I just went on this run, or oh, I just made the World Series, you know, like, that's what makes it fun, so like everybody can kind of enjoy each other's success and stuff like that. So our community will always come around in the end. Like I said, we all love the game. We know that the game has its issues. It definitely has its issues. It's important to be critical of those issues. It really is, because like, that's the way things get better. That's the way yeah, you know, they're gonna look at stuff. Like, if you get a burger, if you order a burger and you don't want pickles and there's pickles on the burger, yeah, you can just sit there, you can like just eat it with the pickles, you can take the pickles off yourself, but you can also go back to the counter and be like, yo, dude, I didn't want pickles on this. Maybe a better example than pickles would be like them putting some kind of sauce on it. Like, if you don't like mayo and they put mayo on it, probably unedible at that point. And you just want them to get it right, so they make you that burger without mayo. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you holding them accountable is fine. They're big boys. They can handle it. They want to make the best game possible. They're going to work hard to do that. So yeah, being critical is important, but at the end of the day, I think we all love the game. We all love baseball, and that's what makes playing the game so fun, you know? Like, you know, if you're not playing a game for money too, you know, just take it with a grain of salt. It's not the end of the world. You know, you're gonna get upset from time to time. What I generally do when something happens in this game that I don't like, I usually just laugh. Sometimes I get pissed, but like a lot of times I just laugh like real hard because I know I'm gonna come back. A lot of the time, at least I have the confidence I'm gonna come back. And especially if it's something out of my control. There's some funny stuff happening lag-wise yesterday where the ball was like going like all over the place. So yeah, that was pretty funny. But Pat Venditti, I need to talk about Pat Venditti. He is a switch throwing pitcher. He came up in the Yankees organization, so that was pretty cool. Now he's in the Phillies organization, and he's really useful for this event. I've been wondering if they're gonna track, if SDS is gonna track power numbers from this event, like because they can track like all the data. They can see how many home runs were hit. They can see like how many hits were, all that stuff. So maybe they're gonna turn back up the power. I know like a lot of people have been seeing them clips of setting up. That was the best swing I've had, guys. That was the best swing I had of the entire day. I've been working on that so hard in back control inside. Look at that good line drive, right centered up. Like that was the. I'm so happy about that swing, high and inside, and just a beautiful swing right there from Corey Seager. But you know, like I lost my train of thought, but that's all right. You got Alazar up 2-0 right now. Oh yeah, I was talking about Pat Venditti. Venditti, just, you know, he's really useful because he's gonna throw right on right, left on left, and you don't have to switch in on a bunch of different pitchers. I also really liked Gaylord Perry. I believe he's the 15-man San Francisco Giants reward, and he was really good. He's got actually like 45 stamina, which I don't think is super important in events because they're gonna cut back your energy anyway. But Venditti and Perry really were helpful. And yeah, I had Ken Griffey Jr. 99 on the bench. This is a really weird team. Like, I just kind of put this team together to have fun. But he was nice. I'm really thinking about moving Pepe Alazar to center field too, guys. He did miss a pop fly where, you know, like when you get on it, and Jiffy World's video parodied it. Like Weird Al, a parody. He didn't miss a pop fly out in center field on this run where he was on the ball. So even he can miss them at 99 in center field. But I really needed a first baseman. I'm thinking, man, like I just want a first baseman that has all the elite skills, and we just haven't really had a card like that yet. Like a card where it's 90 to 85 plus in all the hitting categories, contact and power, with 80 some odd vision and great fielding, left-handed, and also like big time speed, like 60, 70, 80 speed. We just really haven't had that card. If you guys think we've had that card, let me know. Put them down in the comments below. But it was nice having a left-handed first baseman and Hosmer back. I think I'm gonna move Alazar to center field, and then I might keep Griffey on the bench so that if I really wanted to pinch hit for Mike Trout, I can defensive replace Mike Trout. But I don't think. I think what I'm more going to do is just kind of like platoon him with Dawson, and if I want to use Griffey late in the game, I can. And I've got to find a first baseman. I think right now that Eddie Matthews, who was a third baseman by trade, is the best first baseman at first. But like I said, I'd like to get that card over there. Like, Trout has lower vision, but all of his quirks really bring him up to being just such an elite hitter. So it's really tough to ever take him out of the lineup. Moose with a nice catch there. So he's got his pitcher up. We got 2 outs. We haven't even allowed to hit this so far in this game. He's gonna bring in Jonathan Shope, and I'm throwing a lot of sliders and sinkers. He swings at the first pitch, which is a no-no when they're trying to come back. And we get a MOONSHOT. We get the win, man. 12 games. We bring home the 98 Louis Tiant. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys are having a great day. Make sure to hit that subscription button and hit that notification bell so you see all videos in the future. Follow me on Twitch at Movie Gaming TV and give me a follow on Twitter at Movie Gaming TV. Thank you guys so much for watching Movie Gaming TV. Have a great day. Peace.